In Nairobi.
Now, for months, opposition rallies have often ended in running battles, tear gas and destruction, with security agencies accused of using excessive force to disperse the crowds. But this weekend, Linda Mwananchi rallies in Western Kenya and Voi unfolded without the scenes that have become all too familiar. The peaceful gatherings have now reignited debate over one question: what really triggers violence at political rallies? KTN's Haman Kamariki reports.
For a second straight day, opposition leaders under the Linda Mwananchi movement took their campaigns across Western Kenya, drawing thousands of supporters. From town centers to roadside trading centers, crowds turned up in large numbers, dancing, singing and listening to speeches without disruption. But perhaps the biggest headline was not the turnout. It was what did not happen. There were no running battles, no clouds of tear gas, no scenes of panic. And unlike previous opposition events, police maintained a low-profile presence as the rallies progressed peacefully. The images stand in contrast to previous opposition gatherings in places such as Kitengela, Kakamega 1 and Kisumu, where clashes between police officers and protesters overshadowed the political message. The differing outcomes have sparked fresh debate among security experts, with some arguing that the manner in which law enforcement manages political assemblies can shape whether a gathering remains peaceful or degenerates into confrontation.
The problem is there is a parallel unit within police that tends to operate outside the rule of law. And those are the ones that have been used by other state operatives to mete out violence against Kenyans. And it's failing miserably. Because today, the reason why probably we are seeing change is because the Kenyans have been out condemning the government every day, because nobody has been arrested from the issue of Ososi, for example.
For some observers, the events have raised broader questions about policing strategies during political events and whether a less confrontational approach could help preserve public order while safeguarding constitutional freedoms.
In 2002, when Kibaki took over, police officers were being arrested by common Mwananchi for taking bribes. That tells you how Kenyans are so good in terms of obeying the law. What has happened that this government came up with intimidation methods. Immediately the 2024 Gen Z Maandamanos took place, we saw politicians hiring young people to come out with a force that can counter the Gen Z. And that's when the goons came in place.
And away from the political podiums, Kenyans hold varying opinions. While some credit restrained by both police and politicians, others insist peaceful political engagement should become the norm rather than the exception.
Does it mean there are people in the name of police officers who put on the regalia, pretend to be police officers, but yet they are not? They are being used by politicians. In Kitengela, I saw police were there, they were chaos. In CBD, police were there, they were chaos. But in western part of Kenya, zero police, zero goons. So I'm calling upon the national government, especially Minister of Interior, if police are the ones castigating goonism, then they should not appear at any political rally.
It is clear from the analytical point of view that police officers and the government operatives are the center of insecurity during political events. Look at Voi, then move all the way to Bungoma, where Kenyans have been peaceful without police officers. The question remains, will the government and the police officers keep off so that we enjoy this security, or it's going to be another version of government intimidation? Haman Kamariki, KTN, Nairobi.